Hey guys, now the heats are over and we know who is in the finals. But first I want to point out I'm wearing my blue shirt today because today is the International Diabetes Day. And the month of November is awareness month for diabetes. Diabetes is a shitty disease. And I'm not just talking about type 2, type 1 is a very hard disease to live with. My wife has done so since she was 6, and I wanted to do something to participate at least. But let's look at the finalists we have and how my predictions were off, because they were off. Jerry Pritchett showed up in a fantastic form. He won Group 1 with some fantastic results. We know he's good at farmers and deadlift, but for example, he did 9 reps with log, which was fantastic work. And Luke Richardson won OB in the stones and goes on to the finals with Jerry. My predictions were that Pa O'Dwyer would get up there, but Pa did not have a fantastic competition, but he is a strong motherfucker, and I think he will get to the finals next time, at least. Kevin Ferris showed up in a fantastic shape and won group number 2. There were some things a bit off happening there. Stones were supposed to be Mikhail Shivlakov against Evan Singleton, but Singleton got injured. I believe it was a bicep tear. So Adam Bishop stepped up from 4th place and got into the stones, and apparently Shivlakov tore a bicep as well, and Adam won stones. So Adam got a bit lucky getting into the stones, but I know nobody wants to get lucky like that, but he is good enough competitor to capitalize on it and do some damage, I think, in the finals. We never know. My original guess was that Adam and Evan Singleton would get ahead, but at least Adam got in. So the first 2 groups, I have one name in each correct. Then we have group number 3. There was a change in that group that I didn't know of when I made my prediction, but Novikov was moved to that group and Ivor Smokelaitis was moved to 5. And my guess was that Tom would get to the finals, which were true. Tom went to the stones and won, and Novikov won the group. It's easy to say afterwards, but I would have said Tom and Novikov if I knew that was the case. I did say on 3. But since he wasn't in the group, so like I said, it's easy to say that afterwards, but I would have put my money on those 2, and they're both there, but at least Tom is there, like I said. Yeah, my original guess was Tom, and I believe I said that Trey Mitchell would join him. But Novikov came in, and I would have put my money on Novikov this time around. And that's what happened. Tom and Novikov. Caron is probably the one, maybe him and Jerry, that have been looking the best in the heats. Caron won his heats. He's had to do the eliminator last few times and still finishing top 5. So I think this makes Caron pretty dangerous. Graham Hicks went up against Bobby Thompson, and Graham won. which was pretty good for Graham. My man Eyþór Ingolson Melstead got unlucky when they took the truck pull out and put the farmers in, taking one of his best and putting in one of his worst. And he was finishing 1 point behind Graham, so he did a fantastic job, was close to the stones, and I'm confident the next time around he's going to be teasing them getting to the finals, or at least getting to the stones. I had my money on Caron and Bobby, but Graham did some fantastic lifting. Then we have the last one, where I believe I said Brian Shaw and Luke, but they changed Novikov for Ivar, and Ivar took second place, winning Terry Hollins, who was leading the group throughout. Terry did some damage to the big guys, to the younger guys. Would have been pretty fun to see Terry in the finals, but Luke had I would say rather not a good competition this time around. He is a phenomenal strongman, but this was not his year. So Brian and Ivar are in the finals. In the finals we have 5 events. We have 150 kilo farmers that go into 500 kilo yoke. We have the keg toss. We have the log ladder from 140 to 200 kilo log. We have 18-inch deadlift. And we have 140 to 210 kilo stones. There are some events there that suit guys like Graham Hicks pretty well, like I think the log ladder and the 18-inch deadlift, for example, and probably the farmers and yoke. But how he does on the throwing events, being a short guy, I don't know. But I think we're going to see Caron win his title this year. He's at least going to be in the top 3. After him, I believe Novikov is going to come in second. He's had a crazy good meet. And yeah, I would say him and Jerry and Caron have been looking the best. But I think Tom is going to get that 3rd place. I think he's mentally very strong. We've seen some interviews and stuff where he talks about having some problems when he was starting to go into the big shows. He took a step back and he fixed those problems, and I believe he has a mental capability to go through and get that top 3 spot this year. Just for fun, I think Jerry and Brian Shaw will take 4th and 5th. Hicks with these events might get up to 4th and 5th, but I'm going to say Jerry for 4th, Brian for 5th. I had, 6 out of 10 names? Yeah, I had 6 out of 10 names, which is not fantastic guessing job. Good thing I didn't have any money on it. But let's see how the finals go. I'm confident that these top 3 will see probably all of them, even though they might change which places they are at. But all in all, I think these are the top contenders. We'll see.